Good morning, Scott here, known as Cantaloupe to some online, and I'm bringing another video to you on a subject that's interesting to me. It might be of interest to you or someone you know. And I want to revisit the subject of the Middle East conflict right now between Israel and Gaza, Hamas, and that area that's been going on in earnest for some time recently. And if you're familiar with the history of that region, it's nothing new, really. People nowadays, especially young people, think that Israel's out of line. I'm hearing a lot of talk about boycotting the producers of Stranger Things, for example, because there happen to be suspected Zionist sympathizers on the cast or the crew. Or yeah, it's okay. So let me start with a little bit of history. If you're not familiar with the arguments and the situation, the actual facts of the situation, Israel has been, by and large, from my understanding and my perception of the news throughout my 50 years of existence, the peaceful party. Okay, take that with a grain of salt. I mean, nobody's perfect, but for 50 years, give or take, Arabian missiles have been flying into populous areas of Israel, blowing up cities, innocent people, bystanders, children, all the things that everyone's upset about now that are going on in Gaza. And they're choosing to blame Israel as if this situation were taken out of context, as if there weren't many attempts previously at peace, at withdrawal from the area, to be followed only by more violence from the Muslims, so to speak. So here's the problem. And I'm not trying to make this into a big opinion piece. I'm just trying to set the facts straight, because there's a lot of discussion that's omitting some important details. And I am actually not in favor of anything but peace for the area. I'm not trying to say that I'm with a party or a side. I'm saying that if you think that this is about something holy, if you think it's about a military action, if you think it's about genocide, you are mistaken. Okay, what this is about, what it has always been about, is, I will tell you. Turns out, the Jewish people immigrated to America. I'm going to give you a little bit of history. You might not have heard this before. The Jewish people immigrated to America early on, en masse, lots of them. A large portion of the American population is still Jewish. A much smaller portion of the American population is Muslim. What this has done is it has given the Jewish people, as a people, an opportunity to benefit from the prosperity of a growing young nation on the Western Hemisphere of the earth. With all of its resources, with all of its positivity and growth and its wealth and its prosperity, the Jewish people have raked it in. Okay, that's undeniable. The Jewish people have the money, to get to the point. The Jewish people have the money, and the rest of the world, not just Muslims, not just Arabs, they're envious. Let's be honest. A lot of Jewish people are very talented. They're very wealthy. This isn't a mystery. It's not a secret. And if you want to say that this isn't about the haves versus the have-nots, I'm gonna call bullshit. That's exactly what it is. It is the world's disgruntled people for whatever reasons, and sometimes it's justified. Sometimes it is unfair. Sometimes people deserve a better shake, and they're going to choose to band together and collectively take it out on the wealthy, which happen to be the Israelis at the moment. So you see a pattern here. 50 years of conflict, quote unquote, as if the parties are equal, as if Hamas and Palestine have not been launching artillery and rockets into Israel for pretty much since it formed, right? Let's be honest. You want to take a snapshot out of context, there's nothing to talk about, because that means nothing. Look at history. Look at what has actually happened. So finally, from my perspective, Israel is defending itself. It has decided to let it sink in, so to speak. It is no longer choosing to just, strike back once and then withdraw in hopes of peace, because there is no peace. You see a lot of people who want to just rob Israel. I'm sorry that there are wealthy people. They have money. You have money. Whether you think you're poor or rich, trust me, you are richer than someone. And it's the same exact situation. It's like someone coming up to you and saying, you have more money than me, so I'm going to launch some missiles at you. And if you fight back, if you swing at me, I'm going to take a picture of you, and I'm going to get everybody on my side with that picture. That's what this is. Someone's trying to rob Israel of their wealth and prosperity because they are envious. That's all it is. And, maybe they're being stingy. I don't even know. I'm not going to go down that road in this video, but I'm just telling you what the actual conflict is, quote unquote conflict. It's the haves and the have-nots, and a long history of disgruntled people launching missiles into cities because they're pissed off. And Israel finally saying, enough's enough. You've blown up enough of our people. We're not just going to fork over our money, and you're not even saying you want it. You just want to kill us. So that's what it is. Take it with a grain of salt, whatever. Reach out with questions or comments to whitehotrobot@gmail.com. Thank you.